Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants, the Cosmic Shape. Last time, we managed to get through everything within the prehistoric kelp forest. Managed to get everything that we needed for the mini quest on our own, but...
Well, if it isn't SpongeBob and Patrick.
But unfortunately, we needed a little bit of help to get the last golden blue. In this episode, we are nearing the end of everything that we can really do. There's only one world left that we still need gold doubloons and a mini quest in. And that's Rock Bottom. Gonna be a pretty big world to explore, but hopefully we can find these good noodle stars relatively easily. We're also missing 7 gold doubloons here. So there is a lot for us to explore. But if we get everything, then we should be able to have all of the gold doubloons and thus be able to buy the last costume. Once we've bought that, then we have no further need of any additional jelly.
Well, well, well. It seems our fearless friends have returned to this haunted realm. Gary may be done snacking on sweets, but there are still plenty of creepy curiosities in store.
Okay, now I really need to be looking around every corner here, just to make sure that I haven't missed anything. And I don't think we had... No, we didn't have the Super Slam. I think that was something that we got in the kelp forest. There we go. So yeah, so we've got... Okay, we've still got a lot here that we can still get for gold doubloons. There's the Super Ground Pound as well as the Reef Blower. So there is actually a bit that we can still get here. Which is fine. Like, as long as there's still stuff for us to get, that is perfectly fine. Oh, there's a good noodle star. Good thing I checked back. Also... every time. Okay. So hopefully the good noodle stars in Rock Bottom are a little bit more spread out.
So where do I get these good noodles?
Okay. Hopefully they are a bit more spread out throughout the level as opposed to being all concentrated at the end like in the kelp forest. Because that really threw me for a loop that pretty much all of those rocks were just in that final area. That was freaking weird. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any of the stealth guys. I honestly really abandoned the stealth part of these levels pretty quickly. Okay, I do know that I will need at least 2,000. The question is, how much further? Is it just like a small increment, like we only need 2,500? Or is it going to be something more massive, like 5,000? Okay. So the main thing that I am trying to get around is to see... I don't see any good noodle stars around here. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, there's a side quest here! This is where the side quest is that probably has the Flying Dutchman costume.
Jelly in my belly.
Okay, neat. And hey, there he is. There's the Flying Dutchman himself. Okay, I doubt there would be a good noodle star up there. I don't see anything over that way. But here's the Flying Dutchman, so let's talk to him, see what his little side quest is.
Tremble before me.
The ghostliest ghost. The terrifyingest terror. The one, the only, the Flying Dutchman!
Oh, look, another Flying Dutchman costume.
This ain't no costume! I'm the real deal!
Yeah, that's what they all said too.
Blast those imposters! Running around as wannabe ghosts! I will make them all suffer! I'll curse each of them, so any time they want to go somewhere, they'll always get stuck walking behind someone slightly slower than them. Forever!
That's evil!
The horror!
Maybe there's a less suffery way, Mr. Dutchman, sir? Could we just replace all other costumes?
Well, it's not as scary, but it would save me a couple of hours of cursing.
Good, because we need to make sure that this is still TVY7.
Okay, fine. Take these old Halloween costumes from my shipmates. They don't need them anymore, since they're ghosts. Now, find those pretenders! And redress them.
Okay, so find the fake Dutchman.
Oh, let's do some trick-or-treating!
I think Gary may have devoured all the candy here.
Okay, so out of curiosity's sake, do we only need... No, it's just one, apparently. We have to find the one fake Flying Dutchman costume here in the area. Okay. And hopefully it won't be too hard to find. We do also need to just kind of keep an eye on... Okay, well that's ultimately where we need to go. So there's bound to be a good noodle star somewhere around here. Just a matter of finding it. So we need to find a good noodle star, and we also need to find the pretender. Oh, well there's the good noodle star. Perfect.
So where do I get these good noodles?
Okay, so we got that. I don't expect there to be another one around here. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. Apparently I can stun him through the goo. That. Okay, so that's where Patrick's rock was. Okay. I think we should be trying to look more... Okay, aristocrat. We should be trying to find more in terms of the Flying Dutchman. It's a rock bottomite.
Trick or treat!
Kids. It's like a Western outfit. A rock bottomite.
Hard to believe there's a monster here.
R.I.P. Johnny. Last words. Watch this.
Yeah, those are some famous last words, all right. Okay. So we need to find the Flying Dutchman pretender. Weird that there's... That's kind of odd. But it doesn't look like there's anything we can really do with that. Wait a minute.
Some weirdo asked me to be a member of his ghostly crew, whatever that means.
Okay, I mean, he just kind of talks about the Flying Dutchman.
I get nervous around monsters.
Okay, so nothing really much there. It's always that spot that does that.
I heard about that ghost pirate scaring random people in the city. He sounds like my kind of guy.
Okay. I mean, it's just regular talking to people, but they aren't actually giving me any hints.
I saw a pirate flying around the city. Or is it pronounced parrot?
Ouch!
I mean, they're just talking about the Flying Dutchman. Maybe that means I'm on the right track? I mean, I certainly hope that's the case. That's somewhere kind of at the top here. Well, there's something over that way. I think that might be a gold noodle star over there. Looks like it. Looks like around the slide area. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Definitely can't reach it from here, that's for sure. Ooh, but here's where a reef blower section was. Okay, perfect. Well, we're still looking for the Flying Dutchman imposter. Alright, neat. Okay. Do that. Avoid all this. And there we go. Oh, right. He has 6 health bars. So we'll have to do this a few times. Alright, well that shouldn't be too bad. I guess in theory I could decide to just nix what I'm currently doing in favor of getting that gold noodle star over that way.
Shiny!
Okay. So that is a possibility, I suppose. That would just get us up there. I'm not sure that would necessarily be the best course of action. Just because we'll have to head up that way anyway. So, I'm not too concerned. And just remembering that there is a gold noodle star on the slider section isn't exactly that hard to remember. Okay, still no sign of this Flying Dutchman imposter.
Wow! That race was totally awesome!
Yeah. Are you planning to join the next one?
No, it's too dangerous with this monster around. I prefer eating my candy myself.
Yeah, me too.
Me 4!
Patrick, leave the children alone. Okay. Still no sign of this Flying Dutchman.
Boo! You're scared.
Yeah, because now we're back to Tom over here. So now I just feel like we've gone around in a big old loop. Because I can't imagine that this imposter would be too far beyond this area. Here's a regular NPC.
Aw, you look adorable. Ouch!
Okay. Now those are the same kids we just talked to. So where exactly is this fake Flying Dutchman? I'm back up to the reef blower. I guess it is theoretically possible that they aren't in this specific area.
Some weirdo.
But I feel like because everyone is talking about the Flying Dutchman, like,
I get nervous around
I'm
monsters.
wondering, because I'm trying to think back to when we had Glovey Glove's little side quest. Because not all of the arcade, or the carnival games were in the same spot. And now I'm just kind of back over here. So I'm not entirely sure. It may be possible that I need to look in a completely different area.
There was some green guy floating around the city.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we already talked to you. So that gets us back to the start of the area, and there's the Flying Dutchman. And I have my doubts that he would be super close to the Dutchman himself.
Candy, candy!
So where exactly does that leave us?
Did you know everyone at my school says I'm the smartest, most talented, most coolest kid? Because
Hey, pretty good dork.
Ooh, more jelly.
Unbelievable.
Some weirdo at.
Yeah, now I'm just running into the same people over and over again. And there's the tombstone right there. I don't think... Oh, wait, hold on.
This guy could use some meat on his bones.
Huh. That's not the first time we've seen that skeleton. We saw one on, like, Squidward's house. Huh. Weird little thing there. I'm just going to go on the assumption that it's not in this area. If I can't find it, then I might just need to come back here later.
I didn't see that ghost everyone's talking about, but I did smell him.
Smell? What are you talking about?
I didn't see that ghost everyone's talking about, but I did smell him.
What is that supposed to mean? He smelled the fake Dutchman ghost? I'm not sure.
I like it because it's squishy.
I'm just going to go out on a limb. Well, that's freaking weird. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that this guy is further ahead.
Well, SpongeBob, you managed.
That's all right, Mrs. Puff.
Don't I?
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on, is this an actual thing here? Crap, Mrs. Puff mentioned something about a challenge and now there's flaming wheels here. I'm going to assume that this is for a gold doubloon, and I just kind of skipped on ahead when I probably shouldn't have. Because I assumed that this would just be the same thing and I needed to get through to progress. Okay, well, that is definitely my bad. But it's also one of those things where it's like, if this is nothing but an obstacle course, especially to get a gold doubloon, then I don't think that there would be any of the good noodle stars on the snail course. So I might be alright here to just power through and just move on to the other side. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. How am I not gonna make it? Oh, I was right there at the end. Snail race. I guess I did kind of screw up at the beginning, but I didn't waste that much time at the beginning. So, they really don't give you that much time.
My good noodles.
Well, SpongeBob, you.
That's all.
Don't.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, how much time will I actually have by just button mashing as fast as I can? Because I don't think I could go any faster than this. So, I will meet you guys at the end of this, and we'll see how much time is left, and how much room for error this gives you. 2 seconds? That is not a lot of time!
Shiny!
Holy crap! I felt like I did that perfectly, and I barely had enough time to actually do that. Yikes! I've never known this game to be that harsh with its timing. Okay, I think there might be another gold doubloon up here. Looks like there's a ground pound section. Yeah, there is.
The Krusty Krab pizza is
Okay.
pizza for you and
Seems
me.
pretty simple. Okay, just get rid of all you. Okay. Thankfully, I'm not timed. So I can just patiently wait. And there we go! Ta-da!
I feel like Mr. Krabs.
Okay. So that pretty much gets us done with everything that we need. I think that's just a rock bottomite. Yeah. I'm trying to find the Flying Dutchman imposter is gonna be kind of a difficult ask to do. I mean, it is possible that I did just happen to miss him.
So gooey.
Wait, what is this? Freaking weird haunted chocolate bar. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. I completely missed where the trampolines are. Okay. So there definitely should be a good noodle star somewhere in this vicinity. Ah! Right there. Perfect. Okay, well that saves me a lot of time exploring. Sandy's just a ninja.
Shoot, shoot, shoot! Off you go! The theater goers.
Okay, doesn't really do anything. She's just talking about theater goers seeing the hash-slinging slasher. Okay. So we can get the good noodle star, and it looked like there was another... Wait, what? Woo! There he is!
Now that's a beautiful, scary costume.
I'm going home. This stinks.
Oh god, there's 3 of them?
Now that's a...
I'm going...
Oh god. I did not say that there were 3 of them. Well, the good news is that the kids talk. So that is a very, very good thing to keep in mind. Is that the kids in the Flying Dutchman costume will talk if I am relatively close to them. That being the case, that should make things a lot easier to try to find them. Also, it helps that I know how many there are now. I thought it would just be the one kid. Okay. Go ahead and get over here, and that's another good noodle
If I'm
star.
a star, does that make me a good noodle?
Okay. Fly through here. There should be some part of this that will require... the super slam. And the ground pound. No, not really. There was no reason for that to have been locked behind that. Alright. Well, the good news is that I did manage to get another gold doubloon. How many does that make? 8! Okay. So, 8 gold doubloons. That is good. That is very good. We are making excellent progress on that. Still need to find 2 more kids in Flying Dutchman outfits. Wow, I was nowhere near that. Okay. Okay, seriously? Stop doing that. Okay. So, we still need to find the Flying Dutchman kids. There was also this advanced darkness area that we never bothered to go through the first time around. Doesn't look like there's anything here. No kids talking. There's nothing really that's bringing us anywhere close to there. Okay. Well, I think we're probably good to just press onward. Got a good amount of stuff in. We got one of the kids. I'm not sure where the other two would necessarily be, but hopefully they're both on ahead. We just need to keep our eyes and ears out. Our eyes for subtitles, and the ears just to hear them. Okay. I do still know that one of the good noodle stars is on the slide section up ahead.
Whoa! This slide leads to a whole museum?
Gary is so learned.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does mean that... I mean, there wouldn't be any kids that would be on the slide section unless I had to get off it at some point. But I do know there's a good noodle star somewhere here. Okay. Yeah, I think that was just the area we were just in. So I saw kind of the... I'm bouncing. I did see that there was the indication for a super slam. Oh god. So many things, so many things, so many things. I know that this guy's spawning more of them, but I'd like to not necessarily have to deal with an army of these guys all at once. Alright, are we good? Hey! Okay, perfect. One more gold doubloon to go. That kind of worked. Okay, is there a kid in a Flying Dutchman outfit somewhere nearby here?
I like it because it's squishy.
I feel like this would be the perfect opportunity to put a kid in the slider section. But I didn't hear a kid, and I certainly don't see a kid. Okay. Well, aside from the massive amount of jelly, it wasn't the most helpful thing in the world. Well, I mean, I did get a gold doubloon, so there is that. Okay, there's a good noodle star. So it's over this way. Perfect.
I like noodles.
Okay, so that was the good noodle star I saw before.
Oh, wait, no. It's a different rock.
Okay. So we go all the way up this way. Okay, there's one nearby. So there is one on this slide area.
I just want a little taste, please.
Here? No. Okay. Maybe at the end?
The museum! It's up ahead!
If he's not in this museum portion itself, like this outer... Oh, crap. If he's not there...
Museum! It's up ahead!
Then he should be somewhere... Oh boy. Conveyors. If he's not in the outer portion, then he's somewhere else on the slider portion. Which makes it a bit more complicated. So I don't think I would have heard him if he was in the backside of the museum. Pretty sure it's just the lot of jelly. Yeah, it is. I mean, again, like, every 500, I feel like, is sort of a milestone when it comes to the jelly. Like, unless I need 9,999, I do not believe it would be too much to really worry about. Okay. I'm gonna head down this way. Ooh. Oh, wait, no. That all came back.
Ooh, more jelly.
Alright, where's this kid that I heard? Okay. Somewhere around there. Ooh, I can walk on here. Is the kid over this way? There's another bat. Or I guess that's not a bat, that's a spider. But, hold on. Where? Where's this kid? Where is this kid? Is he on top of one of the buses?
SpongeBob!
No. Because he shouts out around this area. Not you. He's on the backside over this way. Not what I wanted to do, not what I wanted to do. Get off, get off, get off. Okay. Oh, well, there's my last gold noodle star. Okay, over here? He did sound a little further away, but... Okay, well, let's grab the gold noodle star. Wait.
I better get back to Mrs. Pup so I can get my good noodle star.
Yeah, here he is.
That costume really suits you. This isn't scary at all.
So there was one down here. Okay. Man, I walked by this woman too.
I heard about that ghost pirate.
And yet the kid didn't say anything. Well, that's a little infuriating.
I think like Davy Jones' locker.
Okay, and the last kid is in the museum itself. No surprises there. Aren't I still? Yeah, I'm still missing a gold doubloon. And I'm not sure there was one necessarily inside the museum. Oh! Another one of those that it's just around the corner.
I feel like Mr. Krabs. Much better. Happy Halloween.
Hey, I'm a dork.
Alright, cool. So now we can go back to the Flying Dutchman. Grabbing random jelly during the loading screen. And there we go. We can get our Flying Dutchman costume.
Well done, little sponge. Here, take this costume I found as a reward. It's certainly more scary than the ones you have. Wear it, if you dare.
Thank you, Mr. Dutchman.
Now I have to go. There's many a rope in need of a good knot.
Alright. Fashion Hunter? Hold on, how did I get Fashion Hunter? I most certainly don't have all the costumes! How did I get that one? Like, I don't even have all the campaign ones. I'm still missing that one. And I'm missing that one. Well, I guess I shouldn't complain too much. We do still need to beat Gary, though. And this one's going to be a little bit difficult because this one requires me not to be hit with any of Gary's lasers, right? Don't be seen by King Gary. Yeah.
What is Halloween without one more good scare, huh? SpongeBob
And I've already screwed it up. Cool. Cool. Glad to see that I already botched that heavily. And because of the way this is situated, I can't skip the boss fights even if I mess up. Man, I really hate that. I really hate that. You botch up once to get an achievement, and you have to go through everything again. Honestly, though, huh. Because I can still be hit by Gary, I just can't be seen. So honestly, if Gary's constantly moving his line of sight, honestly, instead of playing it super carefully,
What are best friends for?
I could just speed run through.
That should cover my buns.
That is not a bad way to try to get through that. I will need to do stealth at the beginning, so that way I can manage to hit the first candy machine. But honestly, if I'm constantly moving, the only issue I see, though, is when it says don't be seen, does that mean I can't be hit with the red at all? Or I can't be hit with the laser at all? Because those are two very different things. I guess the first thing we can do is return the good noodle stars to Mrs. Puff. And then we can see just how many jelly we need to get this last costume.
Very well done, SpongeBob. You deserve a star yourself.
Aw, Mrs. Puff, that's all that I ever wanted. And a driving license, of course.
And restoring Bikini Bottom.
Patrick, this is still your fault.
And longer work days.
Oh, Neptune.
All right.
I'm rich.
And just like that, we've got the highest tier unlocked. So what's this last costume? Oh! You want to see me do it again. Neat. Okay. So the only thing left to do, so we don't need to worry about Cassandra or anything like that. All we need to do is beat Gary. Okay, neat. And I guess technically get these other two costumes. How do I get that one, though? Alright, this is King Doubloon. I don't need any? Then, what was the point? What was the point of grinding out any additional jelly? Oh, well, whatever. We still need to go after Gary again, so we'll go ahead and do that. Still need to find that last costume, so maybe once I've gotten all the rewards, then that will unlock? And if not, then I'll need to figure out how to get that one then. So that jumps us into the cutscene.
What is Halloween without one more good scare, huh? SpongeBob returns to his monstrous mollusk for another thrilling battle.
Alright, wait for that to go through. I'm actually just going to grab that.
No more.
There. Okay. Make sure that gets through with the cutscene. Go, 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 go. Okay, we got hit with the red. Just speed run, speed run, speed run, speed run. We'll see if the achievement requires us to not be hit with the red or be hit with the lasers. Assuming that we can basically survive this. Okay. So that is all there. Okay. For that to pass, and go! Speed run! Okay, that wasn't exactly a good speed run. Now we speed run. No! Damn it! Okay, well I guess we're not gonna learn. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, the thing that I hate the most is that whenever there is a failable objective, the fact that I can't just automatically redo the boss fight is incredibly infuriating. Because that makes it exceedingly difficult and just annoying. Because it's not like there's any additional jelly or anything for me to realistically do here. It's just I've already lost my objective. And so there's no reason for me to continue. But I'm forced to continue because the game says that I can't exit out of it. Okay. Do that, then speed run, speed run, speed run, speed run. Okay, I can speed run all the way through to here. All that's left is the last one. I can just, once again, just speed run, speed run. Okay.
Never let you down, SpongeBob.
It was on a delay. Gary freaking delayed. Ugh! And this is what I mean, because now I have to go through this. I think the part that just kind of sucks the most. Yeah, because then sometimes it seems like that he would just do that. Like do his spitting attack. And then all of a sudden he has a laser on me. I think probably the worst part is the loading screens. Because I have to go through the loading screen and get back to Bikini Bottom, then go through another loading screen to get back to the boss fight. It's just exceedingly long, and I'm not accomplishing anything, and it just serves to waste time. So I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Well, I guess at this point, it'll just be a fail montage, and you guys will just see the full successful run. So, fail montage go, I guess.
What is Halloween without one more good scare, huh? SpongeBob returns to his monstrous mollusk for another thrilling battle.
Don't hurt my friend. so gooey.
Okay. Didn't need to do that much. And we can just skip that. I think it was just one additional fail. And there we go. One sponge to rule them all. I got a little Gary on me. Was that the last reward? Basically, platinum it gives me a little Gary. Aww. Little Gary. And yep, plush Gary. Imagination. Now the only thing that I'm not entirely sure of is this just for getting the Gary achievement or specifically for 100%? Because I think it makes more sense if it is for the 100% achievement. But I'm not sure just because I did get this after beating Gary and getting the Gary achievement. So, not sure. I'm willing to assume that this is for 100%ing the game, that this is your reward. You get the little Gary plush. Well, it's nice to know that all the different jelly that I've been collecting since the last excursion was all basically for nothing. But with that, we're completely done. We've 100%ed Spongebob Squarepants, the Cosmic Shake. So, final thoughts? I mean, I think that I covered pretty much everything that we really needed to cover when it came to beating Cassandra. I think the game itself, for better or worse, it does function quite a bit like older platformers, though it doesn't feel quite as polished, I feel. I didn't really encounter anything like slowdown, stuttering, or anything like that on Battle for Bikini Bottom. Keep in mind, like, that was a PS2/GameCube era title, so it just seems kind of weird that this game doesn't quite have the same performance as those older games. And I mean, I still think that what I said still stands for how much the game relies on references. Like, honestly, like, the general theming kind of fits well as the costumes all being different outfits, or mostly outfits that SpongeBob has worn. That doesn't bother me at all. But just how much the game relies constantly on references to the show. Like, Jellyfish Fields felt fine. Glove World felt fine. And Pirate Goo Lagoon also felt fine. I think Squidward as the director felt good with the downtown Bikini Bottom. But I think where it kind of loses it is because there have been, like, a lot of the stuff that references that one is just referencing the exact same episode. So that just felt really repetitive. The Prehistoric Kelp Forest just felt straight ripped from the show. Plus, the overabundance of sea bears, my god. There's the medieval sulfur fields, which the medieval area, I think, is quite a bit overused. It's used in multiple episodes. Pearl also being a princess is also just ripped straight from it. The forest part I liked, but a lot of it did just feel like it was just ripped straight from the show. Rock Bottom just felt the same for a different issue, mostly because that felt ripped straight from Battle for Bikini Bottom. So, I don't know. I do feel like the game could have struck a better balance between references to old material, both from the games and from the show, and creating its whole new stuff. I felt like the only thing that was really new were the enemy types and Cassandra. But I felt like the game could have done a better job balancing new and old stuff. New creative stuff unique to this game, while striking a better balance with referencing older SpongeBob materials. rather than just being straight up places from the show, kind of like it was with Battle for Bikini Bottom. I don't know. I felt like they could have done a bit more original with certain ideas. I think Jellyfish Field, Glove World both fit pretty well. And I think Goo Lagoon also fits pretty well. I think Goo Lagoon strikes a pretty good balance between referencing Battle for Bikini Bottom with Prawn and references to the show, mostly with just the Flying Dutchman's fascination with socks and the pie bombs. Like, that felt like a good balance, because there was also original stuff. There were different mermaids, which you don't really see too many mermaids in the show. Like, the only ones that I can think of are King Neptune, both show and movie version, and Mindy. Like, there's not too many mermaids that show up in the show, so there was a good amount of balance between new and old stuff there. I think the balance in Pirate Goo Lagoon works perfectly. But a lot of the other levels could have done that sort of balance a lot better. So, overall, I think I enjoy Battle for Bikini Bottom a bit more, but I did have a good time, and honestly, just looking through... Is Patrick juggling? Honestly, there was a lot that I still appreciated. Even though the references, I think they overdid it, still getting certain references, it was still enjoyable. And I'm sure there's a few that I missed as well. I know I didn't touch on it while I was going through the end sequence, but I know Sweet Victory was playing in the credits sequence as well. Which, I guess that's one other complaint, is that I know the Sweet Victory costume was locked. I don't know if it was behind DLC or if it was just a pre-order bonus. I do also feel like Doodle Bob could have been in here in terms of the costumes. But, yeah. Admittedly, like, when it comes to, like, if you need a pre-order bonus, Sweet Victory does do a pretty good job. It just sucks that it just works so good as a pre-order bonus. Just to entice people to get it, just because that is such an iconic episode. But, regardless, my feelings still are the same. Like I said, I think Battle for Bikini Bottom is probably the more enjoyable game. And there's even, I think, better quality of life stuff, since you could always just jump to the Golden Spatulas. That's one other thing that I wish this game did a better job with, was telling you, or having a better indication of what you need to do for your objectives. If there was a living person like those kids for the Flying Dutchman, that is a good indicator that you are near your objective. But a lot of these other side objectives, there is no indication that you are near what collectible you are trying to get. The same thing when it comes to the gold doubloons. Like, yeah, most of them are locked behind various challenges, but some of them are just out in the open. And so I think there probably could have been any sort of, like, indicator. Like, maybe Patrick could kind of glow a bit more when you're near a gold doubloon. Either the button to start the challenge, or just where it is. So, I don't know. I think there probably could have been a better indication to tell you where these things are, without just straight up putting a marker saying, like, here it is. Because there is a balance to be struck between being able to have a reasonable hint and just telling you where your objectives are. And I think the game could have done a little bit better job at kind of guiding you to those objectives. Like, granted, like, I'm trying to think back for Battle for Bikini Bottom and Spongebob Squarepants movie. I know that it had the objectives when it came to the golden spatulas. I think those didn't have anything for the socks. So maybe that's what they were trying to make it akin to. Would be that the doubloons are closer to the socks, but I don't know. I still feel like when it comes to more modern game design, you should have a better indication of where certain objectives are. You don't have to tell the player exactly where it is, but just giving them some form of indication or hint that they're nearby it would be greatly appreciated. But that's neither here nor there. The game is done, I still had a good time, and that is all for us today. So, until next time, everyone, take care.